Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green from Florida. Tonight, we're going to talk about practicing some more finesses. Finesses are so interesting because people don't know the main fundamentals of what is a finesse. A finesse is wanting to win a card lower than what the opponent has. So if you're holding dummy with ace, queen, and 1, and 2 baby cards in your hand, you want to win that queen. So we play towards our honor. And where do we want the king to be? Under and not over the queen. But there are finer points of finesses where you don't have cards behind it. They're called obligatory finesses. In other words, dummy's got king doubleton and you've got 2 baby cards. The only way you'll make that king a trick is to play towards the king. If the ace is under, the king will be a trick. If the ace is over, you won't make it. So we're going to start playing some hands. I'm just going to put in the lesson hands for tonight, and I'm going to let you know what they are. It's hand 3, 4, 6, and 9. There they are for those who've come in late. Hand 3, 4, 6, and 9. And I'm going to load hand 3. And as we go along, we'll discuss finesses in a better detail. And you can ask me any questions with any other hands that you wish to participate in. So let's see what we can get here. And I'll share the screen. Okay, let's get to sharing. Hand number 3. And there we are. So we'll talk about the bidding. South opens the bidding with a 5-card major and a 13 count. So we're going to open 1 spade. Pass by West. And now let's talk about what the north hand will do on this hand. When you have 4 spades with partner, we do not go straight to game. We go slowly because we're duplicate bridge players. We want to find out what partner's rebid is as an opener. And you have an opening hand opposite an opening hand. If you went 4 spades, it would be called the weak freak. It's a very weak hand with 5 spades and 6 to 8 high card points. So when we have a fit and an opening hand, we go very slowly and we bid 2 clubs. 2 clubs says I have 11 or more points. Tell me more. Pass by East. I don't want East to come in with a double for the other 2 suits. Let me tell you why. Sorry. The reason being is that it's a very dangerous seat. The indirect seat when the opener could have up to 21 high card points. To come into the E seat for the other 2 suits, you need a minimum of 15 high card points. So please, East, you must pass and don't get busy. And what is the opener's rebid? That is the principle of everything we have. Now, looking at this hand, we have no heart stopper. So we cannot bid no trump, because normally we would bid 2 no trump to say we have 12 to 14. But you have to have a stopper, an ace, a king, or queen third on one of the unbid suits. We have 2 baby hearts. So what we would do is bid 3 clubs. We don't repeat 5-card majors. So you bid 3 clubs. Well, partner, I've got nothing else to say. I've got a minimum hand. And now you would go 4 spades, knowing partner does not have a strong hand. We always want to hear the opener's rebid. I want you to ask me if there are any questions on the bidding of this hand. Everybody. Any questions about the bidding? No questions?
So I have a question, Linda. Would you explain that two club bid again?
I will, because a lot of people don't understand that two club bid, and it's very important that you do understand what I'm teaching you. We cannot bid 4 spades. It's called the weak freak. It says I've got 10 trumps and 6 to 8 points. So we have to temporize and make a bid at the 2 level just to keep the bidding alive, because the captain is the responder. The responder knows where they're going. So what we do is we bid our lowest 4 or 3 card suit at the 2 level. Okay? You bid 2 clubs. It just says to partner, I've got 11 points, partner, tell me more. I have a 4 card club suit. On rare occasions, it might be a 3 card club suit, because you might have only 3 spades and 4 hearts. And then you can't bid 2 hearts because it's not allowed. You have to have 5. So you may bid 2 clubs even on a 3 card club suit. If you had the following hand. If I'm just going to put it down at the bottom and I'm going to bring it up so you'll see it underneath. But if you are holding this hand, ace, king, and 1, queen, jack, and 4 baby hearts, and you've got queen and 3 baby diamonds, and queen and 3 baby clubs. There it is. You cannot go jumping into 4 spades. You've got 3, 4, 3, 3. When you have a hand like that, and you have an opening hand, the principle of this game is to hear the opener's rebid. We're the captain. So what we do on this hand is we would bid 2 clubs. 2 clubs just says, partner, I've got a 4 card club suit. We know you don't have 4, but that doesn't matter. We're never playing in a minor anyway. We know we're going to spades. We have a 5, 3 fit on this hand below. On this hand, we have a 5, 4 spade fit. So we bid 2 clubs just to keep the bidding alive. Partner is never in charge. They will bid the limit of their hand. If they had a heart stopper, they would bid 2 no, 12 to 14. But because they've got no heart stopper, they just bid 3 clubs. They can't pass a forcing bid. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
You've just got to make a bid to keep the bidding alive. It doesn't matter because you're the captain. And the lead's going to be the jack of hearts, top of a sequence. So let's look at the losers together. In the spade suit, hopefully they break. We have no losers. In the heart suit, we have 2 heart losers. In the club suit, we may have 2 club losers. We don't know where the king of clubs is. And in the diamond suit, we've got no diamond losers. So everything depends on where is that king of clubs located. Everything depends on where is that king of clubs. So this is how we would proceed. But go jack of hearts, small heart, no reason to overtake it. And they'll play the 10 of hearts, queen, king. And now they look at the table. And what are they going to come back? They may come back the jack of diamonds, the top of a sequence. I like to play the top of a sequence. We can't play hearts anymore. Remember the rule. What we don't see in the dummy, we don't play. What we don't see in the dummy, we don't play. So we can't play hearts anymore. And why do I tell you that? Because one day, when you do play that heart suit, you're going to give partner a ruff and a discard. And that gives them over tricks. So we don't touch the suit. If you don't see it in dummy, you don't play. And we come back a diamond. And you win the ace of diamonds. And we're going to draw trumps. So I'm going to take a safety play in case the jack 4 times is in either hand. Always to 2 honors first, just in case, so I can pick up a finesse. If my east showed out, I would now know how to finesse for the jack, but everyone's followed. Well, that's not a problem. Let's try and hope they're 2-2. And they're not 2-2. So we win the queen. And now we have to draw the last child off the streets. And that's all the trumps gone. Right. Well, we've got no diamond losers, so let's play them and get them out of the way. Queen of diamonds. Another diamond. So now we've got no hearts and we've got no diamonds. So we've only got one way to make this contract. We pray that the king of clubs is under the queen and not over the queen. And the only way you'll find out is by playing the ace first. Ace of clubs. And then we play towards the queen. And they are going to take the king. They're not sure how many clubs are in your hand. And that is called an obligatory finesse. I am obliged to play towards my queen, towards my honor. But I always put the ace down because someday there may be a singleton king. I always play the ace first and then up to the queen. And now you don't use a club trick. And now we're going to make the hand. And we have no problem whatsoever. And the rest is ours. All the trumps are ours. You can ruff that club, no problem. And the rest is ours. And we make the hand. Are there any questions?
Linda, I have a question. Oh, sorry about my bird. Could you have played Jacoby to no trump on that hand?
Yes, I would, 100%. That is a
Okay.
Jacoby 2-no, but I said last week that there are a lot of people in this game that have not learned this convention, and I don't want to teach them too many conventions as a 0 to 50 points. They can learn it later. I think it's more important that they learn how to handle the cards and how to play. Conventions are okay. There are some that are mandatory, like negative doubles and Blackwood, but Jacoby 2-no is for a much more advanced players, and I don't teach it at this level. But you could use Jacoby. And if you did use Jacoby, which says you have 4-card support and you have 11 to 16 points, you're looking for a singleton or a good 5-card suit or point count. On this hand, you would just go 4 spades and you wouldn't have a problem. Okay? With Jacoby 2-no.
Thank
But if you
you.
don't play that, let's go slowly. Let's just bid at the 2 level. Partner can't pass. And then we can always wait to hear the opener's rebid. Okay? Any other questions on this hand? Remember, the opener describes and the responder decides. So that's why we're just waiting to hear what opener has to do. Any questions? No? Okay. I'm happy you're all happy. All right. We're getting on to hand number 4. Let's look at it. 14 points. Right. I can't open a no trump. I'm going to open my longer minor. 1 diamond. It's going to go past my north. And we bid up the bidding ladder. Never bypass a 4-card suit up the line. I'm not interested in points. I want to make sure we don't miss our 8-card major suit fit. 1 spade. Pass. Now, what is the opener's rebid? This is what we're waiting for. When we bid 1 spade, it can be 6 points to infinity. And I did have a lady pass me out when I bid 1 spade. I had 23 points in my hand. She changed her mind and said she didn't like her hand anymore, and we missed 6-no. When your partner bids a suit, which is not definitive, it's unlimited, the opener can never pass a new suit. No trump can be passed because it's definitive. It's a point count, but a new suit can never be passed. So West has to make a bid, and West has a no trump shape. So West is going to rebid 1 no trump. And that bid says, partner, I'm stopped in all the suits and I have 12 to 14 points. So now you go pass. And now you know with your hand, there's no slam. and you just bid 3 no trump. Now, if West had 18, 19 points, West would never bid 1 no. West would jump to 2 no to show 18, 19. That is how we describe our hands. So it's very easy to describe this hand. 1 no trump is 12 to 14. Any questions on the bidding? No questions? Okay, everyone's happy? Good. I'm happy to go on. Right, let's go. So now we're going to get the lead of the 10 of clubs. And we're playing in no trump. So we've got to count our winners. In the club suit, we have 3 tricks: the ace, the king, and the queen. In the heart suit, we've got 3 tricks: the ace, the king, and the queen. In the diamond suit, we've got 1 trick. But if we finesse the diamond, looking for the king, would we have enough tricks to make our contract? If we've got 3 heart tricks and we've got 3 club tricks is 6. And even if the diamond worked, would be 8. We don't have enough tricks. So when we play in no trump, we've got to look for 3 ways to make a no trump contract. The one is finesses, not going to help us. We're not getting enough tricks. The other one is long suits, bring in tricks. Well, we don't have really long suits on this hand. And the third one is called promotion. And that's the one that is going to give us extra tricks. So we're going to win the club in our hand. They should play the jack, but it doesn't matter. And now we're going to do what's called promotion. If we knock out the ace of spades and we knock out the king of spades, we will have 2 extra tricks and we don't have to rely on a finesse. So the first thing you do is take your ace of clubs and play the jack of spades. And that is called promotion, everybody. We're promoting our spades. And let's say they come back another club. Now we've got to get out another spade. So we play to the high card from the short side first. 6 of spades. And now we've done our promotion. Now we're home. We've got 3 club tricks. We've got 3 hearts or 6. We've got 2 spades or 8. And the diamond is 9. Now, if I want to take the diamond finesse for an extra one, I can do that if I want to play dangerously, because if they take that ace and come back a club, I can't take that finesse. I'm terrified to take that finesse. You know why? Because the hand with all the clubs may have the king of diamonds. So then they can beat me, and I don't want to get beaten. So on this position, let's just run for our lives. Let's take our 9 tricks and call it a day. And that way we don't have a problem. We play the queen of spades. And they throw away a heart. They have to keep parity with dummy. Dummy's got 4 diamonds. You keep 4 diamonds. They play the 10 of spades. If they throw the spade away, a diamond away, you throw the diamond away. And now we're not taking any chances. Let's go for the hearts and then we'll go for the diamonds. Now guess who's got the king of diamonds? If they've thrown away a club, they've got to be holding the king of diamonds. You're not taking any chances. You've got your contract. Run for your life and be happy. Take the ace of diamonds. There you go. And play back a diamond. And now you can make 9 tricks. So this whole hand depends on promotion, knocking out the ace of spades and the king of spades. Going for a diamond finesse is not going to give you enough tricks. We need to build up more tricks by knocking out the 2 honors and promoting the 2 extra spade tricks. Are there any questions? Any questions on this hand? None? That looks pretty easy, right? I think so. As long as you know which one you're doing. Don't go for finesses. Don't become a finesse-aholic. If you're going to do finesses, I always do long suits first. Finesses are my last resort in bridge. Always my last resort. I only do them at a push. Okay, let's look at hand number 6. 6, 9, 10. We've got 20 high card points. And we have a no trump shape. So we're going to open 2 no trump. 2 no trump is a point count. It says I have 20, 21. You can have many different shapes. Some people do open a no trump maybe with 2 doubletons. If they've got their points in the doubletons, they don't want to be dummy. They want the lead up to them. So it's going to go 2 no trump pass. And now looking at this hand, okay, looking at this hand. If your partner's got 20 points and you have 12 and a 6 card suit, that's 14. What's 14 and 20? 34. We have a slam. So you want to transfer. So you can either bid 3 diamonds, which is a transfer to hearts, and partner has to bid 3 hearts. Pass. And you just bid 6 hearts. Because I'm going to tell you why. Some people play that if you bid 4 no over 3 hearts, it shows only a 5 card heart suit. It's quantitative. I'm not sure if you've got 20 or 21. But I want to go back to Texas transfers. And we've written up an article on it because it's really important that if we go to Texas, which shows the following. Texas only takes place at the 4 level. We bid 4 diamonds instead of 3 diamonds. That's a transfer to hearts. 4 hearts is a transfer to spades. And now partner bids 4 hearts. Now we know partner has a 6 card heart suit because she's taking you to game. We can't go to game with a 5 card heart suit, but we can go to game with a 6 card heart suit. So now if she goes 4 no trump, it's Blackwood, looking for aces. But you don't have to do that. You should add 2 hands together and say that if my partner's got 20, 21, and I've got 14, that's 34. We're going to bid 6 hearts. We have an 8 card major suit fit. Any questions on this bidding, everybody? I want to know any questions. It's very important that we add 2 hands together.
Linda?
Yes.
East opens 2 no trump, guaranteeing 20 points, maybe 21. I'm sitting, I get the point count, but I'm sitting with only 12 high card points. There is an outside chance we're missing 2 aces, right?
No, there's no outside chance.
8 high card points are missing.
I doubt it very much. Because if you're holding the ace, queen of hearts, and you give partner the king, jack of hearts, and the king, jack of clubs, do you really believe that you'd have to have 2 kings? It's not enough for 20 points. You've got to have at least 1 ace. 2 kings will not give you 20 high card points. Give them the king, queen of spades and the king, queen of diamonds. That's not 20 points.
I'm looking at this from West's point of view. West is sitting with...
from West's point of view.
Okay. 12 high card points there.
If you play Texas, 4 no's Blackwood, and then you'll find out 2 aces. If you don't play Texas, 4 no's quantitative. That's why Texas sets the trump suit. It says we've got 8 between us. But when you put 3 diamonds, it doesn't set the trump suit because it could be a 5-card suit. So adding the 2 hands together and length, I'm just going to bid it. There's nothing else to discuss. Just bid it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just bid it. But how are we going to make it? We've got 2 finesses to take. Well, the percentages of 2 finesses, let's hope one of them work. If they both don't work, everybody's in the same boat. Unfortunately, you've got a mirror hand of clubs. The clubs are duplicating each other. The ace, queen, 4 of clubs and the king, jack, 6 of clubs are mirrored together, the same number. So we are going to get the lead on this hand. What are they going to lead? The 10 of clubs, the top of the sequence. And we're going to win the queen. It doesn't matter where you win it. You can win low. And you'll win the jack or the king. And you're going to draw trumps. And you're going to have, you've got 10 between you. So with 10 between you, you only have to draw one more round. And I want to be in the dummy. I really do. So let's say they throw the club away. And I'm going to put the ace on my jack. I've got to do a finesse. How do I know which one to do? I don't. I'll do the diamond first. And play. That's a finesse. 50% chance working. It worked. All right, now I need to do the spade finesse. I've got no choice. Let's go to dummy. And let's have some fun again. And pray that one works. If it works, we make 7. And now we'll play the spade. And we'll do that finesse. Well, that's 1 out of 2. So I'm going to make 6. That's all I'm going to lose. And the rest is mine. The rest is mine. I do not play Gerber, David. David, I don't play Gerber. I never will play Gerber. There are people that want to play Gerber, but it goes 2 no trump, 4 clubs. I do teach Gerber, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I've seen too many people make too many mistakes. So I do teach it, but I like to just teach Blackwood. And Gerber, I just add 2 hands together. But that's my style. It's not everybody's style. I'm not happy with Gerber. The only time I would play Gerber is 1 no trump, 4 clubs, or 2 no trump, 4 clubs. Those are Gerber. Otherwise, never do it. Because when partner opens a club, we never know if it's Gerber or if it's clubs. So I've seen too many people go wrong with Gerber, if anybody knows what Gerber is. Okay? Any questions on hand number 6? Okay, don't be shy. I'm happy to answer anything. All right, we're going to go into hand number 9. We've written up about Texas. It's good to know. If you don't want to play it, that's fine, but it's in a partnership agreement. Please, you've got to make an agreement with your partner when you sit down to play. Are you playing Texas, partner? You must discuss it. All right, so we're on hand number 9 now. And let's see. Okay, North has got 13 points. I love all the 10s and 9s attached to honors, but it's still 13 points. You can add a half a point for every 10 attached to an honor, but it's not going to open 1 no trump. It's going to be 1 diamond, my longer minor. And E should pass. Now, I told everybody, and I don't believe in it. I don't believe in overcall 5-card suits at the 2 level. All my overcalls are 6-card suits and 2 honors. So now it's our duty on this hand, and I don't know how to emphasize the situation. How many of you do not like to bid up the bidding ladder? Up the bidding ladder. I have seen everybody on this hand bid a point count, and they don't bid a heart, they bid a no trump. One of the most important things about bridge is always make sure that the stronger hand is playing the no trump, not the weak hand. So you must put one heart up the bidding ladder. Partner could have ace, king, queen to 4, ace, king, jack to 4, king, queen, jack to 4 hearts, but never deny a 4-card major up the bidding ladder. I'm not interested in your points. I want to look for that 8-card major suit fit. And partner has a no trump shape, a 4-3-3-3. 1 no trump. I don't have 4 hearts. My hand is 12 to 14 points. That's what 1 no trump means. East passes and South says, wait, I've got nothing. I've only got 6-7 points, so let's pass. And let partner play in 1 no trump. And now we have to get the lead. And the lead is the top of a sequence, the queen. Let's look at our tricks together, everybody. In the spade suit, we have just the ace. In the heart suit, nothing at the moment. In the club suit, we have the ace and the king. That gives us 2 tricks. That means we've got 3 tricks. And we've got to make 7 tricks. We've only got 1 chance to make 7 tricks. Look at the diamond suit. Look at that diamond suit. We're missing the king of diamonds. So where do we want to be when we win the first trick? The first trick is very important. If you play and it doesn't apply, I want everyone to know, second hand low does not apply to declarer. You want to be in the dummy. Why? Because first of all, you want to control the club suit. And second of all, you want to play the high card from the short side first, the queen of diamonds. If you win the club in your hand and play back a club to the dummy and the diamond's wrong, you're going to lose all the tricks. And you're going to lose the king of diamonds and the hearts and the clubs. So we keep control. Let's play from the dummy because that is where I want to take a finesse. I'm looking for the king of diamonds. That's my only hope. If the king of diamonds is sitting on my right, I'm going to make my contract. So we play the queen. And we don't cover. Why? Because we see the jack. There's a rule about finesses. You do not cover the first time if you see the card behind it. If you don't see the card behind it, you cover. Now you play the jack. Now we don't know who's got the 10. So it's our duty to promote a trick in our partner's hand. You should cover with the 10. If you don't cover, they'll play the 9. And they'll play another diamond. And they'll play the 7, and you'll play the 10. And now you're going to make your contract because those were your 4 diamond tricks that you needed desperately to make this hand. And now you just take, you've got 5 tricks. You take the ace of spades, your ace of clubs, and say, all right, everybody, I've made my contract, and that's it, and give them the rest. That is called a finesse. Let's go back for one important point. And I don't know if all of you want to go back to last year in 2023. I did a whole lesson on finesses about when to cover an honor with an honor. When do we cover an honor with an honor? And the principle is, if you don't see the card behind it, you must cover to promote for partner. So if you play the jack and you don't see the 10, you cover. If they need the queen and you don't see the jack, you cover. And that is an important part of when to cover an honor. And that's it. You claim. You take the rest and you're making your contract. You're making exactly 1 no trump because that is what you wanted to make. Any questions on this hand? Any questions? No? All right. I want everyone to ask me questions before we finish. I'd like them to ask me if there are any hands you want to discuss from tonight. I'm happy to discuss them with you. Otherwise, I can annotate and teach you a little bit more on finesses of how to play certain combinations. Please come to me and let me know. I don't see who asks us questions.
I like the principle, Linda, of playing of answering in hearts, even though you have 4 little ones, of going up the ladder. Because I showed a no trump and then my hand played it the weak hand. So
Oh,
it's
that's
better to
very
have it
bad.
the other way.
That's very bad. You must bend over backwards not to bid the no trump. Partner's not interested in the point count. Partner's interested in looking for that 8-card major suit fit. And every time I'm dealt a hand and I'm the responder or the opener, I always say to myself, do I want to be the dummy? You have no idea how many times I say that to myself. And when I'm weak, I want the stronger hand to play the hand. I will bend over backwards. So let me give you a word of advice, okay? Let's say that this hand, this particular hand, okay, has the following. And let me teach you this because it's very important. You've got Jack, little, little. You've got 3 hearts, little, little. You've got Queen, Jack, and 1 diamond. And you've Queen, Jack, and 1 diamond. Let me just give that to you. 1 second. Queen, that's 3. And you've got King and 3 baby clubs. I've put it underneath for you to all see. You've got 3 spades to the Jack, 3 baby hearts, 3 diamonds to the Queen, and 4 clubs to the King. And your partner opens the bidding 1 club.
She's got 4 hearts.
No,
Four.
no, I'm giving you another scenario.
Oh, okay.
Look what I'm typing underneath. You've got 3 spades to the Jack, 3 baby hearts, 3 baby diamonds, and 4 baby clubs, and your partner opens 1 club. What is your bid? I don't have a heart stopper. You know what I'm bidding on the hand? 1 diamond on a 3-card suit. Why? I'll tell you why. Because if I had a heart stopper, I would bid a no trump. But when I don't have a heart stopper, I don't want to be the declarer from a weak hand, because the other day they did this against me, and dummy came down with King Doubleton heart, and I led the Queen of hearts, and we took the first 6 heart. So you always want the strong hand to bid the no trump. So what happened was the bidding went 1 club, 1 diamond, and now the opener, okay, bid 2 no trump. And now you couldn't lose 3 no trump because the lead was up to the King Doubleton heart. So I'm trying to get all of you to make sure you bend over backwards. Do not bid a no trump if you can help it. Please bid your 4-card suits up the line. And if you don't have one, just bid 1 diamond over 1 club. Partner is what you want to hear, the rebid. You are the captain and you will take over. Do not bid a no trump with 3 baby hearts. It's very bad bridge. Okay? I hope you all understand what I'm telling you. It's all in the chat. I mean on the table underneath this hand. Any questions? I can copy it and put it into the chat. If it'll let, it won't let me. Okay. All right. So everybody, ask me more questions. I don't want the weak hand bidding the no trump. I want you to bend over backwards to bid a diamond if you don't have a 4-card major over 1 club. It doesn't matter. You're never playing in a minor. You know you need a letter from a doctor and a note from your mother. Forget it. It's never going to happen. Okay? I tell everybody that. It's like being in the factory. The hours are long, the work is hard, and the pay is bad. You've got to make 11 tricks in diamonds and clubs, and in no trump, you only have to make 9. So we always think no trump or a major. We don't think of minors, everybody. Okay? Any other questions?
No, that's terrific.
None? Okay. All right. Right. I'll stop sharing the screen with all of you. Well, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you've all had a wonderful time, and we can look forward to some more finesses on Thursday.
Thank you.
Very much, Linda.
Pleasure. Good night, everybody.
Good night.